So the Mustang is getting put back to stock. Well, it's getting lower in springs, and actually I got the welded diff out of it. My buddy Anthony with the convertible GT, we actually took this V6 car out of the junkyard. One of our buddies gave it to us. We pulled this gray car out of the junkyard, and he actually swapped everything over. That was a V6. He swapped everything from his GT convertible into that car, and I pretty much gave him the coilovers off of this because I'm going to sell this for good reason. I actually already got rid of the gray car. I got another drift car actually here now, but I'm gonna wait and show it to you in the next video because it's a pretty big one. But that car over there, I gave him my coilovers and my welded diff, and I got this car. It's got an 8.8 in it. It's just a non-weld, it's an LSD stock. So we're gonna put these lowering springs on it, put the wheels back on it. I actually ordered another set of seats for it because I had the Jegs racing seat in it. But I ordered a set of Procar seats from Jegs, so I can get rid of that ugly seat. This car had nice leather, but I sold them like an idiot. But I'm getting rid of that seat and this seat, and I got a set of Procars, so I'll show them to you. So we're gonna start with taking the seats out first.
My socket isn't long enough.
Your socket ain't long enough.
No.
So we're gonna get this big boy seat out of here and get the other crappy seat out of here, and then we'll go inside and show you the seats I got for it.
The size of the matter. All these bolts 15?
And my electric seats still work. Need to keep your original hardware also to be able to bolt your seat rails back down. That's one down. We'll get the other one down. Another one out. So we'll hop inside and get the damn John with your brake. You must have pulled the seat slide, didn't you?
You scared the fuck out of me.
So yeah, now I might vacuum this out, might not, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna go in here and build these other seats. So these are the seats we went with for the Mustang. They do come with sliders, they don't come with brackets. Them boxes are actually the sliders that bolt to the bottom, but they do sell a bracket that bolts it right in the Mustang. So we're gonna see if they just bolt right up. This might be a really easy kit to install if you're trying to install a aftermarket seat in your Mustang. So just bolt it together and see what happens. These are actually the brackets you buy. They're made by Procar that make the seats. Pretty much they, no drilling or anything required. These bolt right in the Mustang, SN95 or New Edge. And these holes are threaded, and you'll see about that in a minute. That's where your sliders actually bolt to. So it looks to be a really simple kit to install. That's for your seat belt buckle. So yeah, we're gonna get this driver's side seat put together. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna attach the sliders to the bottom of the seat, and then we're gonna try to attach these. I'm gonna go to the lowest setting. You got 3 settings there to adjust. You can adjust tilt up in the back. I'm just gonna go as low as I can with it because you sit up kind of high in these Mustangs anyway, but there is adjustment for that. You just have to put this spring on to put your sliders together for your double locks, which is really nice. It's got double locks. Some seats only come with a single lock. So we're gonna get this bolted to the seat. So one of the things I'm running into is it comes with these thick washers, and they actually, if you put them on here, when this track slides back, there's not enough room with it, pretty much with it sandwiched in right there for the track to slide back. I feel like this bracket is thick enough to better just bolt it because it's actually a really tight tolerance. So I don't think there'll be an issue. The passion, well, I'm gonna say this is a driver's seat, but the side that doesn't have the knob on it, it fits just fine with the bolts. So there's a little variance in there. So I'm just gonna leave the washers off this side because I don't really feel like it needs them. But if you like, you could take the washer and cut it down and make it work, but I don't feel like it needs it. So now that those are on, the only thing we have left now is this. This is your seat bracket, and I'll list the part numbers to all these parts in the description below. But basically, you just bolt it up. Like I said, I'm gonna go to the lowest setting so the seat sits the lowest. But this is a fairly simple process. So now the seat bracket's on. Like, that's a really simple process. Like, really couldn't mess this up if you wanted to. So we're gonna take the seatbelt buckle, bolt on this, and then we're gonna get this one in and see how it sits. All right, so that's a complete seat. It's ready to go in. Seatbelt buckle's on. The only tools you need to do this job is a 15 to take the old seat out, an 18 to take that seatbelt buckle off, and an Allen to do your seat tracks, which is a 7. No, that's a 6. Well, focus. So we're gonna get this one sitting in. I think these seats are gonna look pretty good in here.
Oh, why did I grab it like that?
So here's one of the problems we're running into. Seat won't sit down far enough because I got the seat sitting so low that's hitting the carpet, and we have gap. This side's even worse, hitting the carpet. From looking at it, I can tell that I'm gonna want it on the lowest setting, so I'm just gonna cut this part of the bracket off on both sides to give me clearance and be good with it. May even have to do it in the rear. Yes, it looks like I do that in the rear. So I guess if you wanted to, you could adjust it all the way up. But from looking at it, it looks like it needs to be setting down.
Big ass.
I mean, there's plenty of room in there. If you're short, this works good. But me being 6 foot, it feels like it's in a perfect position, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the brackets now. So on the passenger side, I had to come up one hole because the seat was too far down. It was hitting right here on the body. But I come up one hole and it fit perfectly fine. And rusty nuts look a little ragged, but they are in. This side here, I was able to actually leave it as far down as I could. These seats still, me being 6 foot, 275 pounds, sits up a little high. All right, so my final assessment on these seats are, I would probably save my money and not waste it. I mean, if you're a smaller guy and your car doesn't make a lot of power, I feel like they'd be good. It's kind of like the equivalent of buying a computer chair. These are like the $100 model. Save up and buy the ones that cost $300 or $400. But we're gonna sit in it and see how I sit. I'm 270, 275, 6 foot. I mean, I just feel like I'm sitting up kind of high. I mean, not really. I guess I got some head. I just feel like I'm sitting on a flat board. As far as the seat back goes, it's got some rock to it. So I feel like if you was to launch this car pretty hard, you might end up breaking the seat and you're gonna be in the back seat. But I mean, they do look good. They fit good after some adjustments. But what do you think, John?
Like, they look good, but other than that, I wouldn't use them. Not even my element.
Save your money. Pro cars are no go. So I guess till the next one. See you then.